women who start to dip. These moms, and I'm sure Mary had this experience too, they were not activists, they were stay-at-home cookie baking, traditional moms, husbands work, very working class, happy, leave it to Beaver lives. And suddenly there's this specter, and it changes them, and they went meeting to meeting to meeting, and they asked questions. And the things that I found interesting in listening to them was that every meeting they said something else, which was a little concerning. Mm-hmm. And so the information was conflicting. And when they started to educate themselves and question, they were told literally, these were the words, go home and bake cookies. Yeah. They have not let go though. They just sent me a picture from yesterday. They were down to Capitol because they want to bail out. So there was for clarity, there's 2 nuclear reactors. 1 melted down, 2 melted, number 1 did not. And then there was a restart 6 years later. And this community fought very hard to stop the restart. And they were part of that. Now, right now, so that plant has been running, Unit 1 has been running since, I guess it's 1985, which is many years, but anyway, in the mid-80s, it's been running. And it was very disheartening, the discussions with these moms about this. Here they worked so hard. And the community all voted against it, the politicians were all against it, and the last minute, they restarted it. And it was incredibly disheartening, incredibly, and terrible. The governor turned around, Thornburg changed his mind at the last minute, and
he was told by the feds
they had to do it.
Yeah.
Paula went down there and she said, "You're chicken," and she was napping with her signs. But now they want to bail, set the shutdown. I remember it's even more dangerous than it was then. That was a new plant then when it melted down, so there wasn't that much nuclear waste on site. Now there's 40 years of it. And that's the problem with all our reactors across the country. They're filled with 40 years of nuclear waste. No place to put it. Moving it is incredibly dangerous. Those trains coming, you used to notice that train is really symbolic of these trains had to carry out, right? You're next to that, you're exposed to radiation. Nobody wants it. There's no place to safely put it. This stuff, plutonium, can last up to 1 million years. What repository is going to be able to hold something for it?
The Amish, when we had our meetings with the government, the Amish people that attended, mostly from Lancaster County, repeatedly said they built a house without an outhouse.
Exactly. They built a house without an outhouse. Who would do that? So you have this, and it's still a problem. And still, so I'm going to stop talking so much, but you can see I'm very passionate about this. But I think the key thing for me and for the work that I think is we don't hear these women's stories. And so my long-term goal is to make a series about all of several different nuclear disaster sites, including Fukushima, Chernobyl, Navajo Nation, where if you don't know, that's where the uranium comes from. Right. And there are hundreds, if not the numbers vary, but there's well over into the hundreds of open pit mines where the uranium which you need to run the reactors and build the bombs was left open, not cleaned up. So this is a story of environmental justice. So when I hear people in the climate movement saying, we need nuclear power, I want to say, wait a second, at what cost? You have the Navajo Nation people suffering. Let's clean that up first. Let's make sure we can store it safely. What are you going to do with the material that's on site? What about children and women? And babies are most vulnerable, and they're not accounted for in these numbers that they come up with, these charts.
And 3 Mile Island is built on an earthquake fault. And Misha Kaku, the world famous nuclear scientist, said that if the waste they have in Unit 2 reconfigures, if it moves closer together, it'll heat up and blow up. And we'll have another machine.
And there's more cesium at Indian Point, which is about 20 miles from here, than in all of Fukushima. Yeah. And Indian Point is on fault lines. And there's a Columbia study showing it's expected to have earthquakes there higher than the Richter scale for which they were designed. There's all kinds, and there's a pipeline right now next to Indian Point. You know about this? Gas pipeline, which is 100 yards from the switch yard. Yeah. So anyway, and